Come on, Link! Only 300 more squats to go and you got the legs of a beast! Well, hey my fellow video gamers and Let's Players, I'm JuddlePlays, and after that weird introduction, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker Endurance Test. In the last episode, we decided to finish off the Dragon Roost Cavern by fighting that guy. And I am not so sure, did the Game Grumps have trouble with that guy? Because I just beat him in like 2 seconds. Anyways, it might have been Chugga Conroy that had trouble with that guy. Or it might have been both of them. I am not completely sure. Anyways, like I said, in the last episode of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker Endurance Test, we started Dragon Roost Cavern. And in this episode, we are going to continue it because I believe we have like half of it left. Because right here is actually one where the boss room is, but it's also not where you fight the boss. Because currently, where we're about to go is, I believe, what they call, like, the mid-boss of the dungeon. So yeah, we basically got halfway through in the last episode. If we can just throw a bomb over here and destroy that, we can make our way over there. But we are not going to be doing that just yet, because I feel like it'd be a lot better to just take this here and throw it there, because that destroys that and creates the final barrel or pot, which is actually the end pot, since, like I said, this is technically the last room of the dungeon, but we don't really have a way to get up to where we need to go. But we do see that if we turn the camera around here, there is that little suspicious thing right there. What is that used for? Well, we are going to find out later. And can I hit that without... Oh, why? Sorry, I accidentally twirled and did a spin attack. I forgot you can do spin attacks like that. That's what happens when you don't play a game for a month, but is there really an excuse now? Because it's been a lot longer, or it has not been that long, and this is like the 3rd episode I'm recording in this session, so I probably cannot blame it. But now, we have to run up here fast, because these steps will actually start falling down. I don't believe you have to roll up here, but it might be a smart idea. But once we go in here, it is time for some fighty action. And I just realized I still have the bait set to R. Do I need the bait? I don't know. Do I have anything else that I'd rather need here? No, I really don't have any items unless I want to smack them with a telescope. So we're just going to smack these guys because they don't really have anything they can do unless they accidentally start hitting me. Because these guys are so simple that you can just mash the B button and you're fine. Other enemies in this game are not that simple, and they take a little bit more of a beating, like I believe we're going to be seeing right about now. Oh, don't go away. I want that joy pendant, because I need as many joy pendants as I can get, because I believe you need 21 of them. Get out of the way, I want the joy pendant. There we go, okay. Now, okay, well, he took me to school. Let's get that heart and start beating up a moblin. I believe that's what this guy is, and also I believe these guys are a lot easier once they don't have their big sticks that they beat you up with. Okay, maybe I should have used a jump attack, and I might have destroyed him a little faster. I also believe, oh wait. We do have a whole bunch of stuff we can grab here. Yeah, and also I believe that's a skull necklace, which it's the first one we got, right? Yep. We can put that in the spoils bag. I don't know what we need skull necklaces for. I do know what we need the feathers for, and as I previously said, the joy pendants, but, well, there's Medley. Jordan, you came to rescue me. Oh, thank you. I have to tell you what I found out. This is terrible. Some creature is doing awful things to the Great Valu's tail. That's why he's so angry. Yeah, he's quite angry. The Great Valu's tail hangs down into the room right below here, because he is violent and unpredictable. That did not make sense, but I decided to go with the joke of 2 episodes ago. There's got to be something in there. I wonder if these mean creatures who captured me have something to do with it. I don't know if those mean creatures had anything to do with it, but that mucus cough might have had something to do with it. We've got to do something, now, before it's too late. I'll go and tell everyone what's happening. Here, Jordan, use this to get out of here. It's what I used to get this far. It's a device we Rito used before we evolved wings. Wait, you have wings, so why do you use it to get up here? Like, you got blessed by the Great Valu or whatever. With my hand motions you can't see. I'm not gonna keyframe hand motions. That'd just be too hard. It'd be cool if I did, but I probably wouldn't. Anyways, we have the grappling hook. You can use it to grapple onto stuff when you see that one icon that was quickly there. Here, Jordan, climb up on that little ledge over there, and I can show you something. Okay, are we still getting married? Because I remember you said we were gonna get married, but I'm not exactly sure if we're actually getting married or not. And now this is kind of like a flashback to an old playthrough of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. I don't know if it was my old Let's Play of this game when I did this on Demon Razorblade, which if you don't know was my old channel. First, I do want to change this to R so we can get our little device out. But before I go up there, I do want to say that I think I remember on, like, it might have been that Let's Play or it might have just been a playthrough that I almost died on this fight. And I had like 1 heart left, but now I have full hearts and didn't really get that much damage, other than the moblin playing baseball with me. Grab this branch with the grappling hook. You can swing over there to get out of this area. When you aim at a branch, then you can latch on with that, and that'll appear. Remember that. Okay, that made no sense at all. Anyways, basically we have to do this, and luckily with this... Okay, no, we have to actually press the R button again. And luckily with this game, it is a little bit easier because you actually use the gamepad's controls. I mean, you only use the gamepad's controls if you are using the gamepad. And by that, I mean, like, the gyro controls, because I don't believe the controller, like, the Pro Controller, has those controls. I'm not totally sure. But anyways, we could go back through that door. Or actually, I'm not so sure if we are supposed to go back through that door. I believe what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to actually grab onto these here so we can get across. And, you know, I just realized. I was about to say, like, wait a second. You can just go on through that door and go to the boss, right? Well, no. We could go to the boss door, we could reach that, but we don't have a boss key yet, so we kind of can't do that, so we may have to backtrack here later, because I believe that is one of the only doors that we can actually access that room from. But now we can get over here, which brings us to the rest of the dungeon, which I'm not exactly sure if that was actually the midpoint of the dungeon or not. I mean, I think there's still a decent amount left, and... God. Sorry about that. I literally just realized I didn't start a timer. Oh my god, with how much I was complaining in the last few episodes with not starting... I don't even know if I complained. But, as like I did in episode 5, I believe, I did not start a timer. And the only reason I knew was because I looked over to see, like, man, how long have we been recording? And there was no timer to be seen. Because it said 0 minutes. Because I decided to start this episode early. And by early, I mean before I thought to even start a timer. So Jordan, boo to you, because you know this always happens. Now, in order to get down here, well, not down here, I want to get that green rupee before anything. I believe in order to get down here, the best way is to try to spin attack these, and then the bridge may fall. There we go, okay. I kind of thought you only needed to, like, attack a set, like, 2 of them across from each other to get it down. But then again... with how long it was taking, it didn't seem like that either. And was that the treasure chest I unlocked? Or okay, I think that was the treasure chest I did unlock. Now, I believe we're supposed to go through here, because I believe you can get... oh yeah, you can get back up here using these, which we'll use later, because I believe we're going to go back to this room. But as of now, we have to go through here, and oh, look at this guy. You know... for some reason, I kind of want to show what happens if you don't attack all 3 of these at once, because that is what you have to do. If you decide to break one of them, but not any of the others, you just kind of slide down to the lava and then burn your butt like that. Luckily, I believe that only does 1/4 of a heart. Is it half or 1/4? It is 1/4, so it does not matter too much. But no, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to stand in the middle, attack, and try to do a spin attack, and then get all of them down. I believe they're all... yes, they are, okay. I mean, there was lava here, so I was wondering if they were all down or not. But if you do attack all 3 of them, you can then jump onto here. And now I really think we're not... that was not the halfway point of this dungeon, because I know around this part is actually pretty close to where the end is, because I remember this being close to the end, and okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to back it up a little bit, because I'm not a big fan of looking that close to Link's head, but I am a big fan of mentioning his eyebrows going through his hair. And his eyes looking to the side. Why are you looking at the wall? There's no reason, good old Linky boy, to look at the wall. Now, okay, there is no enemies here. But I do know that this can be a pain in the butt, because sometimes Keese will be a little stupid and try to hurt you. But we're supposed to do that because for some reason that allows us to go... no! Okay, I guess we didn't have enough momentum going. But luckily, oh, did that start me back here? It did. It is the moment of truth. Do I have to redo that puzzle? Do I have to redo it? Do I have to grab it on again? No, I do not. Thank you. I can just go right through. Whew, thank the Lord. Now, something I believe I mentioned this before about like a little difference of this with swinging in this game other than the GameCube version where you can move while you're swinging. Yeah, it's a lot easier because this part in the GameCube version you have to actually stop swinging, then turn around and do all this crap, and it's a lot of extra work that totally does not need to be there. And this lava is too shiny to be lava. I'm pretty sure lava does not shine like this, or magma, technically. I've mentioned this so many times. You'd think I would learn from my mistakes, but that just does not happen. But I believe we have a little more of these guys left. And I do know, oh, wait a second, I know what I gotta do. I gotta wait until they do that, and then hit him again. Hit him again. Oh, okay, come on, get it ready. There we go. That's what we wanted to do. What you have to do is you want to get that guy into a ball after attacking him twice, and then you can drop him on this switch right here. And that'll allow the fire to go away, and look at this big chest. What do you think is within a big chest? I mean, it might be really hard to guess, but let's guess with me. A big key. I really hope that was not too loud for the mic, because I have no audio adjusting things on this mic. Now, can I, like, kill this? I believe I can kill this by hitting it. No, I cannot. Never mind, never mind. Okay, we are going to leave here before anything bad happens. That is the last thing I want to happen, is myself getting killed by that. And I don't know why I put away the sword. I do know that I want to get rid of this guy. There we go. I probably should have locked on to him, but I guess going into first person also kind of worked. It made it so we got a little bit of a creepy view of that fire keys, which for some reason is here when you re-enter the room, but is not there before. And now, welcome to the second part of how annoying this dungeon can be. Well, not really annoying, but it's also not really the second part either, so I don't know what I'm talking about. It's the first thing that's kind of like stupid about this dungeon. So once you get the boss key, until you go to the next area, the rest of this area is basically just backtracking. Also, right now is when I did not know that button let go of that. I think I have to start at the beginning of that room. Oh, wonderful. Okay, this time we are going to hold ZR and then go up a little bit, because in order to actually... Okay, can we, like, turn? There we go. I was using the wrong thing. In order to actually make it up here, we have to go really high up and then get some momentum, and then I believe we should be able to make this jump. There we go. Yeah, they make it... I guess that's supposed to show you that you can actually climb up on those things, but all we have to do here is... Oh, that might have been... Oh, that was actually a really good jump. I saved myself a whole bunch of time with that. Do I suggest doing that? Probably not. I would suggest doing that if you don't want to deal with freaking fire keys. Jesus Christ, these guys are annoying, because for some reason they decide, you know what, after you get the big key, we're just going to put a whole bunch of fire keys in your way, because that's totally what you want to deal with. Like, look, we have another thing of fire keys here, which luckily I can just mash the ZR button, no, not ZR, I can mash the Z button, is it just, no, it's the R button, that's what it is. I can mash the R button to do that. And now, this is what these little barrels are for, because we have to make our way back up, because if you remember, there's no real way back up here, so luckily there is a little bit of a lava spout to spew us back to where we have to go. And in all honesty, I don't know exactly why I decided to start a timer for this episode, and the reason I say that, oh god, run, because I think that might be falling, or not. Okay, I decided to look, and then I also went in the wrong direction. Jesus Christ, I'm a total mess here. I'm just gonna get my little joy pendant and get some hearts back, because the first dungeon is really nice with hearts. Anyways, we're gonna, I think this brings us back outside, I think. Is that, yes it does, okay. Now, don't worry, we are almost done with our little boat of backtracking, because we are almost at the door that brings us to where the boss is. And speaking of the boss, or not really speaking of the boss, but what I was saying before was, you know, it doesn't really matter that I kind of started a timer now that I think of it, because I'm going to end this episode after we, like, defeat the boss and get, like, the cutscenes after defeating the boss done. So if this does run a little bit long, I am sorry, but I just kind of think it'd be a lot easier to do that, because we are so close to being done with this dungeon, and I'd rather only have to record 3 episodes in a session, because a 3-episode session definitely makes it so my voice can definitely handle recording. Even though my voice is definitely, like, not definitely, but it's not really all that worn out right now, I would not want to chance it with a 4th recording, especially because sometimes once I reach the 4th recording, I realize, oh my god, I have nothing to talk about, and this is really sad. But I do want to see these little guys over here. Can I, like, get an action? Can you not glitch on me? There we go. I want... What the heck? I wanted to get the action command... Okay, this is not working because we're kind of, like, on a... Okay, this is not working at all. I'm going to ignore you, and I'm just going to be going through here and grabbing some stuff. Like, right here, if I... Link, go around, open the chest. I believe this is a yellow rupee, which is only 10 rupees, because if you don't know, the prices of rupees change throughout games. I believe I briefly mentioned this in the... Oh, Jesus. Well, hey, how are you doing? I was wondering where you went. I just didn't know you were that close. But can I, like, please get a better angle here? Especially because I need to be careful, because if I slash this here, and then I press the... No, press the X button, there we go. You can bottle a fairy. And the fairies look really sad. A fairy will well, I'm pretty sure you know what a fairy is. It revives you if you die. And I kind of want that. I don't think I'm definitely not gonna die here. And I don't really need that fairy right now because one, we already have, like, we only have 1 bottle and it's full with a fairy. And also, I have full health, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm probably not gonna use the fairy here because this boss is not all that hard. But all we have to do is kind of just walk around a little bit, and we see that there is Valu's tail. It is quite nice, a quite nice tail, and it doesn't really seem like anything's bothering him. It makes you wonder why he has his tail kind of like stuck underground, and oh my god, slow down! And not anymore. And something I really don't like about this game is that they don't tell the names of the bosses in Wind Waker. But this is Gohma. Maybe you can call it like Fire Gohma or something, but let's just get around here. So you might be wondering what the heck you have to do at first. What you have to do is you have to actually grab onto Valu's tail with your little bit of like, not hook shot, crap, what is it? I have no idea. And yes, I got on that. That makes this fight so much easier. So what you have to do is you have to grab on Valu's tail with your, little sling thing. I forgot what it is. I am so stupid. But yeah, that kind of breaks good old Gohma's armor, and then there's a little more slowdown. But after this, you should be able to wait here, and what you want to do to make this fight easy is you want to aim for these little platforms up here, because you can just grab onto this here. I said grab onto this here, and you can just swing your way across to the next area, hopefully avoiding almost anything of Gohma, and fall through the cracks, which is probably the worst thing that could have happened. But don't worry, it's not the end of the world if you do land on here. All you have to do is you kind of have to just walk around and avoid Gohma's presence, I guess you could say. I mean, you can't even really do it. Jesus Christ, you'd think the Wii U would not have this much slowdown. Like, look at that game chug! That game is chugging like crazy, and I could have died there. Now that you're spending time doing that, what the, am I not close enough? Was I not close enough? I'm not used to being in this situation. Can I grab this now? Yes, I can. Please don't, like, interrupt this cutscene with Gohma hitting me, because I believe that can sometimes happen. But now that that third one is done, it does not matter that I ended up getting down here, because I believe it is only 3, and then the next phase of the fight begins, which you actually need to be on the ground for. Yep. His cover is blown, or her cover is blown. Oh god, I need to... No, I'm supposed to keep the... No, don't go in there. Hit this. Okay, first person, do that. There we go. Okay, I am getting crazy here. Let's just lock on. Grapple the eye. Oh, okay, I guess I may need a fairy here, because I've decided that I am really freaking stupid. What you want to do is you want to grab the eye when that happens, and then mash with the sword. Okay. Oh my god, Link looks totally impressed now. So let's bring this grapple hook back on now that I'm locked on, and let's see if he's gonna come over here. Can I, like, grab you now? No, I cannot. Okay, grab this way, grab me, and then I'll start slinging at your eye. There we go. Gohma is now dead. Hi. That was not the most smooth fight I've ever had with Gohma, Not even close. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've ever done it without getting hit, but I've definitely had a smoother fight. It's just that I was stupid and thought, you know what, let's bring out the hook shot, or not hook shot, the grappling hook, that's what it's called. Let's bring out the grappling hook before I Z-target, which then I'm like, you know, if you don't do it, if you don't bring out the grappling hook when you're Z-targeting, you just go in first-person mode. And that's not what you want to do when you're locking on with the grappling hook. So, if I knew that, I probably would have had a little bit of a better time, but we do have 2 hearts here that came out. We are now fully healed, but before we go in there, let's get our first heart container, because 4 health is definitely better than 1. And how many heart pieces do we actually have? I believe we can go into, wait, not map, items. Maybe if we, like, I don't know, is there a place where you can actually find that? Is it in options or some bottles, or I don't know. There's somewhere where you can find, like, maybe how many heart pieces you have. But as of now, we are going to be going into the Wind of Winds. And we're going to be ascending outside of the volcano. This episode is going to be long, and I know it. Because I think we're, like, maybe 22 minutes in. And we have a little bit of a cutscene to watch. And hell if I'm ending the episode here. Because I am done recording after this session. Especially after that boss fight. And I guess the wind's back to going in different directions now? But it seems as if everything is cleared up. And now, oh, that was actually outside. I did not know that part was outside. You can definitely tell because I guess it was really dark. They did a good job at making it dark, like the sky is dark up there, to make it like that was inside, but it was actually outside. I hope you know the area I was talking about, because if you don't, I sound crazy. Jordan! Well, hey, buddy, how you doing? Well, Prince Kamali, don't you have something you want to say?
I heard everything from Medley. Jordan, thank you so much. I'm sorry I mistrusted you. I hope I can be like you one day, Jordan.
You will, Kamali. I just know it, right, Jordan? I don't have wings. I'm also not a bird person, so I don't know if you're gonna be like me.
So, Jordan, here. I want you to take this, Jordan. Giving you the thing I value most will give me the courage I need to stand up to bad things.
Well, I mean, you sound pretty courageous with that deep voice of yours, but now we have received Din's Pearl, the first of 3 pearls that we need. That, I had to itch my nose, so that kind of took away from the dramatic tension. But now, good old Valoo is just up there, and he is very grateful, but sadly I don't speak Hylian, so I have no idea what that says.
Use the wind god's wind.
Well, I guess that's what it says. That's what he said, but I don't understand. I wonder what it means. The wind god's wind. I wonder if what he's talking about has anything to do with the wind shrine that you already visited. Oh, I almost forgot. The Great Valoo has names. The Great Valoo also names you, Jordan, a true hero. I agree with him. As far as we're concerned, Jordan, you are a true hero. Oh, this is Deep Voice guy talking.
Well, I'm going to go and visit Valoo. I'll come and see you sometime, with the best pair of wings ever.
Hey, Prince Kamali! Thanks so much, Jordan. See you again someday. And that is it for our adventures on Dragon Roost Island. So, in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker Endurance Test, we are going to go to Mr. Yanni Boat right there and see where we have to go next. So, this has been JuddlePlays saying see you later, and I hope you enjoyed this extra long episode of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker Endurance Test. At least I believe it's extra long. The raw time is 26 minutes, and I started the timer, like, late, and that says 17 minutes. So I think it's a decently long episode. Anyways, goodbye.